da danyo ho wada dang dang and go danyo ho wada dang dang. This is the black pot, aka Kuku show them where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll just criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now, my brother, my sister, this is the Black Porter, and my name, Black Rasta. Now, today, as usual, we have a number of issues to look at, and we start with this one coming from Ghana Web. And please share the broadcast. He says, don't include any Akufo-Addo appointee in your team. And this is Kofi Bentil warning Bawumia. Vice President Bawumia has been going through a lot from last week through this week, and even before then, so much. Now let's read. Don't include any key Akufo-Addo appointee in your team. Kofi Bentil warns Bawumia. Senior Vice President at Imani Africa, Kofi Bentil, has revealed his demand to Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia regarding the possible inclusion of key members of the current government in his administration if he wins the 2024 presidential election. Now, according to Kofi Bentil, who has been a strong campaigner for Bawumia, he has made a personal demand to the new Patriotic Party flag bearer not to include any key member of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo administration in his future government. The next government is not Nana Addo's government. And I have found a way to tell Vice President Bawumia that I don't want to see any key members of the government in his team. If he does that, I will criticize him. He noted on Newsfile. Now, this statement, first and foremost, smacks of arrogance. So much arrogance from a man that I have so much respect for. So you criticize, so what? Your critique, what would it do? I have told Bawumia that if Bawumia includes any key appointee from the Nana Addo government, I will criticize him because I don't want to see it. It's not about you, Mr. Kofi Bentil. With all respect, I didn't expect this lowly statement from a man that I have so much respect for. My brother, listen to the statement. I have found a way to tell Bawumia that I don't want to see any. I don't want to see any Akufo-Addo appointee, any key appointees in his government should he win. If he does, I would criticize him. That's so arrogant. So arrogant. My brother, we respect you as a member of the country, a citizen of the nation. We respect you as somebody who has brains. We respect you as somebody who is smart when it comes to analysis of issues. But if this is turning into arrogance, my brother, my sister, there's a place to relegate arrogant people. Now you could have just said, listen, man, Ghanaians are not accepting, or Ghanaians will not accept, or better still, Ghanaians are not expecting that Bawumia would include any key appointees of Nana Addo in his government should he win. And that gives you more respect than you standing and saying, I don't want to see. I. That's total arrogance. Please, Kofi Bentil, stay away from the arrogance. Remember that you are not the most brilliant person in Ghana. It's just a privilege. So when we speak, my brother, my sister, we must bring in some respect. We must stay away from arrogance, my brother, my sister. That notwithstanding, let me get into the very fiber of this issue. Why would Kofi Bentil not want to see any Nana Akufo-Addo key appointees in here? It's simple. Because Nana Akufo-Addo has failed. If Bawumia himself has said that Nana Akufo-Addo has failed, and he's trying to dissociate himself, trying to decouple himself from the Nana Akufo-Addo marriage, it tells you that we need to impeach Nana Akufo-Addo. His own vice president says that he has failed. He has decoupled himself from Nana Akufo-Addo by calling himself the driver's mate, not even the wife or the partner of the government. My brother, my sister, today, Kofi Bentil says, if you appoint any key appointee of Nana Akufo-Addo, a lot of people are going to be disappointed. Now, if people are going to be disappointed, for what reason would they be? It's very simple. They will be disappointed because Nana Akufo-Addo has gone down the deepest echelons of shame and failure. Nana Akufo-Addo is a failure. Nana Akufo-Addo is a deceiver. And the Bible says the devil is a deceiver. Today, my brother, my sister, the nation has been bedeviled with so much debt. Today, the nation has been bedeviled, my brother, my sister, with nothing but debt. How many people still respect the Ghana that we have all respected from the days of Kwame Nkrumah? Today, anytime they hear Ghana, they hear debt. We are just beggars going around begging and asking people to give us this, give us that, give us that. My brother, it's a shame. This is what Kofi Bentil is saying. My brother, my sister, I do not even want a Nana Akufo-Addo who came in, my brother, my sister, giving us all the promises and all the hopes. And now everything has fallen asunder. I do not want a Nana Addo conversation. Nana Addo is gone. He's past and gone. Nana Addo is now history. He's synonymous with failure. He's synonymous with hopelessness. Synonymous with inefficiency, my brother, my sister. Today, there's a new conversation. And that new conversation must not include Bawumia. Bawumia was part of Nana Akufo-Addo right from the start. My brother, my sister of this government. And if they have failed, they should lump themselves together in shame, bury themselves, never ever to resurrect. But because of who we are, Bawumia still has the mouth to go around talking that he wants to be president. I leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at is coming from Graphic Online, the national communicator, and he says, I will empower small-scale miners to engage in responsible mining and expand their operations. Mahama told these people the same thing. Right? My brother, the more Bawumia speaks, the more I want to find out who advises him. The more Bawumia speaks, the less I get enthused about Ghana. The more Bawumia speaks, the more exposed he is. When he came in, we all thought he was a think tank. Little did we know he was as empty as an unoccupied grave. My brother, Listen to what Bawumia is saying. I will empower small-scale miners to engage in responsible mining and expand their operations. What stops you from doing that now? What stops Bawumia from doing that now? Now, one of the key things that pulled down the NPP, the Akufo-Addo Bawumia regime, would certainly be galamsey, illegal mining. Up till now, they have never been able to solve this issue. Our water bodies have become natural Milo and Bonvita. Flora and fauna dying every second. With impunity, police and soldiers have even joined hands with galamseyers to exploit the nation and destroy our flora and fauna. Under the watchful eyes of the Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. To the point that people even at the presidency are said to be part of this dirty galamseying. Party members are part of it. Today, Bawumia tells us that, yes, I have been part of this government. My duty was to help bring this government onto a better footing. But when you make me president, I will now fight galamsey. What an insult to Ghanaians. But you'll be shocked. Some people will still vote for this guy. Some people are numb to pain. Some people are numb to insults. Some people are like zombies. Some people are like drug addicts, high on some cocaine or heroin, and they are behaving like zombies in a Michael Jackson music video. My brother, my sister, Bawumia says he could have easily dealt with galamsey, but he would wait until he becomes president before he does it. And some Ghanaians will swallow this deadly poison. Some Ghanaians will still go to the ballot and vote for this dunderhead. Anytime Bawumia speaks, I see nothing but dunderheadedness. The man that we all hailed in the past to be a think tank, economic guru. Today, my brother, this is my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is. Every second Bawumia opens his mouth to speak, his speech smacks of dunderheadedness. You will fight galamsey when you become president. Galamsey has strangulated this nation, my brother, my sister, to the point that the EU is running away from our cocoa. Several millions of hectares of cocoa farms have been destroyed by dirty galamsey. Ghana has become the hub of galamsey in the whole world. We have gone into the Guinness Book of Records unprecedentedly as a people who are not ready to protect their own heritage. Bawumia says that even though he's a vice president, he would wait until he becomes president to stop galamsey. Now let me turn my attention from Bawumia, the comedian, and go to Mahama. Mahama says when he comes into power again, he will also deal with the issue and would find a way of making small-scale mining attractive. Please stop all this mining. Let Ghana rest. Follow up. I'm saying follow. F-A-L-L-O-W. Follow up mining in Ghana. The land is tired. Asasiya is tired of all the poisons that you inject into the land. Stay away from mining. Give the land time to grow. Give the land time to grow, my brother. It's a shame. I leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at, and it's going to take only 1 minute. It says, they have been so bad that even poster boy Bawumia is running away from government. And this is Mahama speaking I read, former President John Dramani Mahama has said the Akufo-Addo administration has performed badly in the past 7 years that they have been in office. In his view, the bad performance of the government is causing key officials, including Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, to distance themselves from the administration. This is the truth. This is the truth. But former President Mahama, let me just sound a word of caution. Yes, this will throw a lot of light on your achievement whilst you were in power. But this must not call for a jubilation. Remember, Ghana is the bigger picture. This government has performed abysmally. Ghanaians are dying. It's time to mourn, not to jubilate and be happy. And again, Mr. Mahama, when you come into power the second time as the president, please, it's not going to be an easy walk in the park. These people have messed up the economy. They are jokers, traitors, criminals. They are telling us that they have failed, that their next government will sort it out. Mr. Mahama, you coming into power is going to be a whole tug of war to deal with the economy. I am glad that you are measured now in your utterances when it comes to promises. Please, it's time to mourn. I wish we would have a day of mourning for Ghana. Let's mourn the economy. Let's mourn the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. Everybody must wear red. Let's choose a day to mourn the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. They are traitors, criminals, dirty-minded people, non-patriots who we should never ever remember. And we don't want that in our history again. It's done. Now I'm going to deal with something as the final one, and I'll be done. It's going to be another 2 minutes. This one is from Peace FM, and it says, Bawumia plotted a coup d'etat against Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo, yes, and this is Edoji Tamaklo. And it says, a member of the legal team of the National Democratic Congress, Godwin Edoji Tamaklo, has accused Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia of betraying his boss, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for his own selfish presidential ambition. Well, my brother, what Bawumia has done is bigger than betrayal. All 7 years, Nana Addo has been in power. He has poo-pooed on his every achievement. He has called Nana Akufo a failure. Everybody has dissociated himself from this dirty cancer. They say that success, my brother, my sister, is family, but failure is an orphan. This is what is happening. He has failed, so everybody is distancing himself from him. If I were Nana Akufo-Addo, I will not try suicide. You know what I will do? I will resign quietly and write a 100-page apology letter to Ghana in my own handwriting, no typing. I leave it here. My name is Black Rest, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Beatrice Edu is in the house for the news.